were champions of Europe so many times, Cruyff and all that. What does he know about top sides in Europe?
Well,
Come on, Simon.
He's saying the league is totally different to the Premier League, isn't it? That's what he's saying.
He was kicking them
because they'll probably walk away with the league.
In the 70s, they were fantastic, Ray.
But if you look at Man City and Liverpool now, that's he's gone into Premier League to try and close the gap between Manchester United and Man City and Liverpool, isn't he? And that's his job. And it's going to take time. It will take years and years probably to get him back.
You trying to get a gig at 10 o'clock or something? Yeah.
No, not at all, Al. But no, Ajax, as I said before, they've done brilliant in Europe. I was a little bit surprised this season when they got knocked out against Benfica. I had them big favourites to beat Benfica and get to the quarterfinals, but they got knocked out. And but he certainly made good players. Well, players who you think were decent, but they made them a lot better. Haller, who went from West Ham.
It worries me. Look, I I've heard of this guy, but I don't know. Look, I understand. When I'm being honest, I understand.
Who else is available?
Well, yeah,
and a style
absolutely.
of football, and he sounds like he knows what he wants. He won't let no one get away with anything.
But think of Manchester United, right? Look at the job Davy Moyes has done, right? Think of what United have done to the manager, get rid of. Is anyone suddenly banged their head against the wall saying maybe it's the players, maybe it's the recruitment who's banging the players, maybe it's not the manager?
It's a little bit of the players as well. I mean, to put that Manchester United shirt on every week, you should be running through a brick wall. I don't care.
So this fella
if you don't get on with a manager, if you don't...
this fella coming in now, what's he got to do? Get rid of 10 and bring in 10?
Well, he's got to do something, yeah. He's going to get rid of quite a few players, yeah. Deadwood.
He's got a hell of a job on his hands.
Hell of a job. And the recruitment, as Trevor said in that little clip there, that's going to be so important. Who they bring in. I'm sure he'll have a lot to do with who they bring in, what sort of style of play they want to play next season. It's going to be really interesting to see what happens.
Oh, and I'm very interested, Ray, as well. Steve McLaren could be his number 2. I don't know what Steve's like as a coach, right? I know the game has changed, but I honestly think, forget Fergie, you can't go back to Sir Alex, right? But I think some of them players need a strong hand. And tell them what it means to pull that shirt on. That
Absolutely.
badge.
Yeah.
I really do. I'm sick of all this sniping and I'm not good enough. I won't make Champions League. I want to win things. Get on with it. You're playing for Manchester United.
Of course. If not one of the biggest clubs in the world. So you should be proud to put that Manchester United shirt on. 75,000 people at Old Trafford.
What was it like?
And you don't run around.
You played under Steve, didn't you?
I played under at Middlesbrough.
So was
he was good.
Was he tough or was he tactical?
He could come down on you if you weren't doing your job. And I'm sure it's a different situation when you're a coach. You've got to be careful what you say. I mean, because the manager is the manager. He's the one who really has got to put his oar in and say, well, you ain't doing your job. But Steve McLaren was good, and he was very successful under Sir Alex Ferguson, wasn't he, as a coach? So maybe that could be the way forward. But I'm sure he'll have exactly who he wants to come into the club, and Manchester United won't stand in his way. If Ten Hag wants to bring 3 people from Ajax, I'm sure they will be coming in.
I'll tell you what we'll do, Ray. Well, United fans, right? For the next hour, text us 81089. Tell us, what do you think of this new manager coming in?
You've got to be patient as well, though.
Correct. He ain't going to get you winning the Premiership for a few years. Don't worry about that. City and Liverpool, let's be honest about this, are miles ahead.
Looking at the squad now, Al, who sticks out straight away? You got to keep him. If you're Ten Hag, you'd be looking at it and saying,
I'd still stick with the keeper.
Oh, of course,
you're going to have to spend a fortune to get someone else in.
Definitely. Who else?
I'm very disappointed last week with the United goals where defenders
Maguire, what would you do
were
with
wrong
Harry?
side of Liverpool players, got inside them. I would give Harry a chance. I would.
Absolutely.
Listen, I would. I don't like the stick he's had, and he's made a few ricks, but I think he's a big, honest lad.
I know you. One player you definitely keep. It's got to be Pogba, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fill your car up, Mel.
There you go, Paul. Jump in the back of the car. Where would you like to fly from? Gatwick?
What's the nearest airport?
Or City? No, we'll do City. Private jet. There you go, Paul. Beat it.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Alan Brazil. Thursday and Friday morning, 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.